What's going on, Kansas City? It's your boy Hypocracy, HY to the hypocrisy, and we are in the building. This is Poetry Is. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. I have with me my poetry cousin in the building.
Yeah.
The mother of my God, baby.
Yeah.
Miss Tiara Nicole is in the house. Miss Kansas City's People's Choice Best Spoken Word Artist 2022. 2021.
Yeah, because you.
I'm 2022.
Yeah.
You're 2021. You was before me.
Yes.
Lovely.
Yes.
Can't love it, gotta love it. So, original member of the Regulators. Yeah, don't mind me.
Right.
This is okay, right?
Oh, yeah, it's good.
Okay, cool.
Don't worry about it.
All right, I appreciate it. I'm trying to, handle business. So, you all know what it is. We got to start it off. Right. The format stay.
Yeah.
2 poems to start.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Tiara Nicole, I need 2.
Okay.
I need 2 of them hot ones.
2 of the hot ones. I guess I start where I know. I'm a good girl with a lot to offer.
Yeah, this is that one.
I'm a good girl with a lot to offer. I could use about anything above it, under the sun, to make my man happy. It's what I tell myself when I wake up in the morning. Trying to make myself believe it when the fact is I don't. I give, and get nothing in return but another burn added to the folds of my heart. See, I'm smart. With a good head on my shoulders, but the only thing I'm good for is making the men in my life realize that the woman they should be with is the one before me. When really, that shit did them scandalous, and that's how they found me. But now they're leaving. I find myself after you left, and a new one comes along, relating the small mistakes to the big ones you've made. Reading romance novels, I'm listening to soul songs, trying to bounce back into the mood flow. I'm reading romance novels, hoping that one of the men will fall out of the pages and into my lap so I can breathe relationship again. But you hurt me beyond measure, and now that I think on it, I probably should have never gave you my treasure. You've infatuated my thoughts and became the round to my reason of insecurity. I'm so used to the lie that I can't tell the truth. I want to believe that this one is real, but there I go again. Like the small mistakes to the big ones you've made, and I've just become another trick of the trade, but I'm persuaded that before it's all said and done, my kids will see me happy.
Mm-hmm.
We'll know what love is through the eyes of their mom, because I'm a good girl with a lot to offer. I can do just about anything above it, under the sun, to make my man happy. It's what I keep telling myself in the morning until it comes true.
Yeah, that's the introduction piece type shit. Ooh. Yeah, no cussing. I forgot. Yeah,
it's a family show.
Pardon me, family.
Lately, I've been praying. I grew up in church. The church is still in me. Even though I ain't been in a while on purpose, I've been praying. It was the same prayer that Jenny prayed. Once when she was a child, and then again in her adult life. And what I used to laugh at when I was a child, now in my adult life, I find myself saying it. Applying it to various situations. Dear God, make me a bird, so that I can fly far away from here. Dear God, make me a bird, so that I can fly far away from here. All we really knew was that her daddy was a drunk and she was running through a cornfield. All she knew to do was pray, and my young ass laughed. She was trying to get away. Wasn't nothing funny about that, and I understand it more now that I'm grown. We can admit it now. Forrest Gump wasn't your typical love story. You see, Forrest wanted to love Jenny, only thought she knew what it was, going through the motions, searching for it, when all along it was right up under her nose. It might not have been packaged how she imagined it, and Jenny didn't want to mess it up, but she knew that she would. And if you've never seen the movie, I just spoiled it for you. He gets the girl after she exhausted all of her options. And it got me to thinking. I was running. I've been running. A country mile, trying to avoid it like the plague, because it's the most exhausting thing that I've experienced in life. See, this thing called love can oftentimes be confused with lust, and we end up placing it where it doesn't belong. Placing it where it doesn't belong, but stupid is and stupid does. Mm-hmm. You know, and life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. And I've got a box of half-eaten pieces of chocolate to run over shoes from all this running. You see, I want to love, but I don't know what I'm doing. Jenny didn't know what she was doing, just what she got into. And Forrest was always there, despite the trees, the drugs she used, the men she chose. She saw it, and it was too late. Got me wondering if I'm too late. If I let Forrest get away being a bird. But then again, isn't that what I prayed for? Dear God, make me a bird. So that I can fly far, far away from here. Dear God, make me a bird. So that I can fly far, far away from here. Pray with me, Forrest.
Man, to see the growth in those pieces.
Yeah.
The change in those pieces from when I first saw you to you allowing me to put my hands kind of on them in a sense to give them that extra push. How do you feel about the transition and learning the new style?
First off, to be able to sit at your feet and learn from you, like I say. Like, I try to give you your flowers in the poem. Like, the first time I heard you, like, from the very first time I ever saw you perform, I was like, who is this?
Who is this?
Who is this? Where did he come from? And how do I not know who he is? And from then on, from that moment to, I believe I was trying to work with you. I figured I was like, I'm going to put a show together and I'll put him on the ticket. And that'll be a way for me to just get to see you perform. Like, it wasn't even nothing like, I want to work. I'm going to put some money in your hand because I just want to see you perform. But let's put the show together. And when the show didn't come pan out, I was like, damn. But then I still had opportunities to see you other places and stuff like that. And so to be able to sit and learn from you and kind of, because it's like a transfer of energy is what it is.
It definitely is.
It's transfer
information is definitely transfer of energy, not because physical energy is physical energy, but information is also energy as well, because you can keep it, you can store it, you can hold it, you can then give that in exchange for somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
It's one of them things where it's like, anytime, like, since we've traveled together, we've done work together, we do what we've done together for the art and for the culture or whatever, you know, your tagline is, you'd be like, work. If I don't hear that in the back of my head before I get on the stage, then the show is not going to be anything. Because I'm like, okay, I don't have that. But it's like, as soon as I hear it, it's like it's something that happens. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, let's go. Like, let's get it. And, it's crazy. Like, I would have, if somebody told me that I would be performing Pep Talk, which is the first point that I did, that I would still be performing that piece present day, I wouldn't have believed it.
How old is it?
That piece is...
Not saying that you got to put age on the piece.
Right.
Folks, you don't have to put age on the piece, but nonetheless, the transition from when you originally wrote it to today.
You're right.
If that spanned, how old would the poem be?
That's probably my oldest baby. She's probably like 20.
You hear this, people, and it still to this day resonates.
Yeah.
And I personally requested. It's one of my favorites. First off, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm honored to even have that type of stature in somebody's life, anybody's life.
Right.
You know, because originally I wasn't a poet. I was a theater person. I was a thespian. Mm-hmm. So coming into the poetry world and being accepted with the style that I have, not the traditional sense. So would you say you have traditional training in poetry, or how would you I'm trying to figure out the word. How would you say you got into poetry in a sense? Okay, cool. How did you get into poetry?
Yeah, I got it out the mud. I was in the 8th grade, and my 8th grade teacher, Joyce Sims, she gave us an assignment, and the assignment had to do with poetry. And up until that point, I didn't know nothing about poetry. And so we had to look up different poems and then imagine them, so to speak. So we put our personal spins on the pieces, and rewrite it, tell a different story, or expand the story, or whatever. And what ended up happening was I wrote my very first poem, and I was 13, and it was his kiss or something. Like, it was something real. It was real corny. But I'm like, in 8th grade, I shouldn't be. I think it was something. I think it was an innuendo. Like, I think I was trying to. It was something about God, but I was just trying to make it seem like it was something else. So I called it his kiss or whatever.
Check.
I've always had those avant-garde ways of thinking about stuff. And so when it comes to poetry, I'm a student. So I watch people. Once I figure out what poetry is, then I read a couple of poems, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then one of the first poets that I ever came into contact with was Nikki Giovanni, R.I.P.
Classic.
Like,
That's a good one.
Like when I first heard Ego Tripping, I was like, who is this woman? And then I had this thing about going to libraries and stuff. So I go to libraries, and there were different books and stuff. And then I found her autobiography that she told her life story, some of her story. And that's when I'm like, oh, okay. So if she did this is the route that I need to take. And so I started I was mimicking what Nikki did. If Nikki went to Fisk University, I was gonna go to Fisk University too. She majored. She was a professor before it was all. She was teaching on the college level. I'm gonna teach on the college level too. It was like, that's kind of what happened. How poetry led me to what I thought I wanted to do for the rest of my life.
Got you.
So, but that's what it was. It's like it's just been a slow progression. It's from there. Then I was introduced to slamming. Cause I didn't know what slamming was for a long time. I did not know what it was. And when I was introduced to that, of course, there are different poets. Of course, you being one slam poet that I've seen slam, that I'm like, okay. Black Chakra is another one. Ayana Florence is another one that's just like, whew, she is a beast. And
yeah.
Lachelle the Shooter.
Nice.
Crazy. But it's like I glean from those things, and then I'm just a fan of the art. Like, I watch it. I'm watching right about now, watching Button Poetry, and I'm always wanting to learn, and I'm always wanting to see how I can improve my pen, like how I can step it up. That's what poetry has done, and that's what it's been for me.
Okay, speaking of pushing your pen,
Okay.
I like to ask this question.
Okay.
What motivates you to write the pieces that you write? Or what motivates you to write a piece? Like, how do you get inspired to do that?
Oh. I would say life.
It's a great answer.
Just life, period. Like, ideally, when I was younger, it was easier for me to set time aside to say, okay, I'm going to sit here, I'm going to write. As I got older, and then the kids started coming, I'm like, okay, I got to get it when I can. And so, when I write, it might start at the beginning of the day, and I'll get a line, and I'm like, okay. And so then I'll write that line down, and then throughout the day, I'm adding to it. And so then, once I get time to steal away, I can put it down, and I can write it down, and then I'm like, okay. I'll read through it. Like, okay. I might let somebody else hear it. I might not. It just depends. But that's kind of the process. It's like, I don't know that there's anything. I write the most when I have a lot on my mind, because I'm an overthinker.
My God.
Like, I'm an overthinker, so I'm always thinking. And
to shut the brain off is it's
right.
A very hard task.
Because I can't turn it off. I'll write as a way of trying to turn this off. It sometimes it's a conversation, other times it's me venting, other times it's me just getting something off my chest. That's just what how the process goes. I don't know. I'm not really a fan of topic poetry. Like,
Okay, because I was definitely gonna ask you.
Yeah, like I'm not a fan. Like
okay.
It's hard. Like I can do it. You can give me a topic. I like writing prompts, just like the next person. But sometimes I can overthink it.
So are you a free writer, or are you I read something, I watched something, I heard something, and response writer?
I am a mixture. I started out on the outside looking in.
Okay.
Then I have dabbled in point of view a lot. Here lately, I've stayed in the point of view realm with my poetry. Like a lot of it is from my viewpoint of how I see things, or how I see motherhood, how I see that's from my viewpoint. But then I forgot the last thing I was gonna say.
That happens sometimes. You might want to light that up. That'll
help.
Oh, sorry. For the radio people.
Right. No, sometimes I write sometimes I'm a free write. Sometimes I do free write. I could just free write something. Other times, if I hear something, I'll write to it. Most of the time, I get inspired by like a movie or something. Like my second piece I did, that really, Forrest Gump is like my favorite movie. And one day I happened to watch the movie and was sitting there watching it. And I really was like, for the longest time, I didn't like Jenny. I couldn't stand her.
Yeah, she was horrible.
Oh my God. And then watching the movie as an adult,
like, damn, she's human.
Wow.
She's human and they're separated.
And I think I've been her.
So
like,
the space.
Yeah. And
the space and opportunity is in the realm of that world.
Right. Like when I realized, I'm like, I think I've had moments where I've been Jenny, where I've wanted to fly away and all of that. And so that's kind of where that came from. And so, yeah, it's a mixture.
Got you. I like to ask this question as well. Time travel exists.
Uh-huh.
And you can go back in time.
Mm-hmm.
There is no type of repercussions of talking to your past self.
Uh-huh.
What are you going back in time with the information you have today? Not to gain wealth, not to anything like that, but as far as poetry goes, what would you go back in time to tell yourself, your younger self, to keep going? And this is something that I'm assuming this is what you want to do,
right?
Like for as continue. So to keep pushing and not stop, because I'm pretty sure you had a point in time where you wanted to stop, or where you did stop. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did stop.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, I did. So what I would say to my younger self is that with the ups and downs, the uncertainties, the questions, you belong here. You belong here. Everything that we accomplish going forward, you deserve all of it. Like it's not for no reason. It really means something.
If you're hearing this, people, this is also being told for you as well. If you are in that room, you are meant to be in that room.
Mm-hmm.
If there are ears for you, those ears are meant for you. I like to say, I don't care if it's a crowd of 1 or 100. I'm going to give one person the best performance I can.
Right.
And I'm going to give 100 people. There's no difference in my world.
Right. Whether it's 0 or 100.
That one person is meant to hear me. I'm meant to be in that room.
Mm-hmm.
That one person heard you. You were meant to be in that room for that period of time. Because guess what? That one person can tell 100 people.
Mm-hmm.
And your next show, you could have 100 people in that room.
Yeah.
And guess what? It's because word of mouth from that one person. Alright, so the time gods told me we had about 15 minutes, and that was about, I will say, about 7 minutes ago. But that's a rough estimate. That's a rough estimate, people. I don't know time, because time is relative, but not related to me. Related to me. Don't mind me. So, I got one more question.
Okay.
And then I need 2 more poems.
Okay.
What is next for Tiara Nicole?
What is next for Tiara Nicole?
I mean, I know you have 2 books out.
Yes.
I know you have 2. What are the names of the books again?
Tell My Son Thank You and Bittersweet 16, Lost Soul, Naive Girl are the names of those 2 books.
Can you get those on Amazon or are those on person?
In person.
In person.
Reach out to me and we can
You hear that, people? Support.
Get that cracking.
Support. They're for $20.
Right.
She says they're $10 a piece, and I said they're $20.
Right.
You can go off who you want to.
Right.
But please don't be cheap.
Right. Yeah.
Support.
So what's next?
The time gods have spoken, and we got 10 minutes. So it was only a 5-minute from what would you tell your past self to this to you telling them your books. And now we're going to go into what is next.
What's next
for Tiara Nicole?
What's next?
And then I got one more question.
Okay, so well, right now I am like working my way back in to the fold. I took some time off. Like you mentioned earlier, I was
creating a human.
Had my daughter back in February of 2024, and so I took the last year off, and so I'm just trying to work my way back in. I might hit up a couple of slams. I got a couple of projects that I've been thinking about. I want to work on. I'm gonna get into my hosting bag for a second and do some curating.
Let's go.
Want to start getting some more programming out. You know.
I mean, I got an idea for a show that could be dope.
Yeah.
That could be dope.
Hard.
So like,
Yeah. So that's kind of where I am. Got a couple of projects that I'm thinking about that I'm working on, and other than that, whatever's next is next. I got a couple of private gigs coming, but other than that, book me so I know it's real.
Where can they find you?
You can find me on Facebook, Tiara Nicole, and you can find me on Instagram as the Tiara Nicole Poet, and yeah, we can go from there. I'm easy to find.
Easy to find, probably too expensive to afford. I'm joking.
We can negotiate.
Negotiations are on the table.
Right.
No, yeah, but hire her. She's wonderful. She's great. Her catalog is phenomenal, and she's a wonderful person.
Yeah, appreciate it.
So, my last question before we get into, because we're still on the format.
Okay.
So you got to end it with 2 poems.
Okay.
You got to end it with 2 poems. 4. An inspiring writer, no matter the age, what can you tell them to get them to start? Because I hear a lot of people say, man, I wish I could write. Or, I wish I could do something like that. And I always say, but you can.
Yeah.
Because everybody has a story. Everybody has a message that they...
Right.
Or something that they went through that has something that they learned from it that they can write about.
I've always said that nobody can tell your story better than you. Nobody can tell you how you felt when you wrote it. Nobody can exude the emotion just reading it on paper. Like, reading on paper is cool, but to hear your emotion coming off the page Like, I can't read how you felt when you wrote this. I can only hear it from you. And so tell your story. Because you control the narrative. So
you can be the hero or the villain.
You can be the hero or the villain.
You decide.
It's interchangeable.
Because some heroes are seen as villains.
Yep.
And some villains are seen as heroes.
Look at the world that we living in right now. The things that's going on.
It's a lot going on.
A lot. Too much.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Can't nobody tell your story better than you can. Put it on a shirt. Put it on a refrigerator. So, I need 2 poems in the South.
All right.
Yeah, I need 2 poems in the South, Tiara Nicole.
All right.
Miss 2021 Kansas City's People's Choice Best Spoken Word Artist. I need 2.
All right. I thought when I became a mother, I'd be a cross between Claire, Harriet, dark-skinned Aunt Viv, and a splash of thick. I thought I'd be that mom. Waking up before the rooster, having breakfast, lunch, and dinner prepared, and laundry folded by noon, 2. On a bad day, I thought I'd be that mom. Decorating for every season. That mom I fantasized about. Sometimes envy was a figment of my imagination I was running with until reality hit. And it set in. I'm nothing like the mother I thought I'd be. I'm not a morning person. I do like to cook, but I can't stand doing laundry. And it's the folding that gets me most mornings. My kids are my only reason for trying. See, my son is 11. My daughter just turned 1. And I ask myself all the time why I started over. But this is my testimony. Opinion based on my experience of being a mother. I'm bad. Both times during labor and delivery, death met me in the room. The first time I begged them to cut me, and they must not hurt me. After being dilated to a 6 for 3 hours, a headache that wouldn't go away. 3 pushes and a rip later, he was here. The second time, I didn't have to ask. It was after an extended hospital stay, blood draws, fetal heart monitoring, peeing in buckets that resulted in an emergency. And me saying that while you in there taking her out, take them tubes. I won't have any more use for them after this. Mm-hmm. Hoping that my future significant other understands that the only kids coming from me are the ones I already have. You ain't never got to worry about seeing me pregnant again. But that's not to say the journey isn't beautiful, that it can't be beautiful. But for me, it was a hard one. I thought when I became a mother, I'd be a cross between Claire, Harriet, dark-skinned Aunt Viv, and a splash of D. But there's no director yelling cut or writing room deciding my fate week after week. When I became a mother, I didn't receive a script. I couldn't even get a table read. But I thought I'd be that mom. And I still long to be that mom. But then my son tells me that I'm the best mom in the world. And I guess that's the mom I'm supposed to be. So.
And is.
I've been writing these poems. So much so I closed the notebook. Realize there's this love-hate relationship that I have with my pen and we don't always get along. But the point always gets made. I've been writing these poems. Not for your entertainment. Not if you can relate. I'm okay with being hit or miss. I've been writing these poems because my son told me I was 1-on-1. Tell him thank you for these poems that otherwise would go unheard. I've been writing these poems. So much so that I closed the notebook. Didn't want to sit in the thinking chair and think. I don't need all the clues. I just act like I do. Could probably teach you a thing or two, but I'd rather be a student. Remain teachable. While I'm not getting too high on the horse, I've been writing these poems. Because ever since I grabbed the pen, I found a voice. I've made a choice. That even if it's written on tear-stained pages, the poem will get wrote. I've been writing these poems. Like to hear it? Here it go. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Tiara Nicole. And that's fresh.
Yeah.
That's fresh. That was off one of those prompts that started at the beginning of the year, right? I've been writing these poems.
Yep. Been writing these poems, prompts. I got into that, and then I just got done doing the 30 for 30 for.
Oh, you did the whole thing?
Well, I did. I did enough.
I did enough.
I wrote them down, so that's half the battle. So
that's a book.
That half the battle.
That could be a book.
Oh, it could. Because the way those prompts was hitting, they was hitting.
So that could be a book.
It could.
Be on the lookout. That could be a book. Who knows? We never know.
You never know.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Hypocrace. Thank you so much, Tiara Nicole, for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh my God, it's a wonderful
pleasure.
time. Ah! And I got to see my baby girl.
Right.
She was asleep though.
Right.
She was asleep though. So this is Poetry Is. Thank you to the Music and More Foundation. T.L. Williams, you are the guy. We here on another Sunday. As I always say, remember pterodactyl is spelled with the P. That's why you can't hear it in the bathroom. Because the P is silent. We out.
Yeah.